Hi, boys and girls. Welcome to Tuesday. It is time for us to do some learning. And so today we are going to be working in our packet for the kindergarten read and write like a rock star from January. So go ahead and get this out, and we are going to turn to the page that says it is cold. And I will go ahead and show you that here on my screen. Okay. So if you don't have this yet, you need to go ahead and grab it and turn to the page that said it is cold. We've done a couple of other stories prior to this already. We worked on winter, and then we did a drawing, and then did some writing, and then we did fun in the snow, and then we did some drawings and sentence building. And so today we are going to do it is cold. So you can get that a little bit bigger, and we're going to practice some of our reading today, so you can read along with Mrs. R as I do this. So what I would like you to do is get your pointer finger ready. Okay, so this is your pointer finger. It's next to your thumb. Get your pointer finger ready. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at some of these pictures first before we read, okay? So when we're ready to read, we're going to point to the first word and read again. But first, let's look at these new words. So this word is coat, and here's a picture next to it to help you. This word is hat, and here's the picture that helps you figure out what this word is. Boots, mittens, okay? So mittens, difference between gloves and mittens are that mittens don't have the fingers in them, and the gloves do have little places for your fingers to go, okay? So let's go ahead and get our pointer fingers up to the top here, and let's go ahead and read together. So get your mouth ready and your eyes ready. Look at that first word, and that first letter is a W. A W says what. So we're going to get ready to try and read. Okay, here we go. Read with Mrs. R. Wear your coat. Here's that word wear again. Ready, go. Wear your hat. Here's that word again. Wear your boots. And the last one, wear your mittens. So let's go ahead and do that again. Okay, so we know this is wear, and we know this is yours. Let's read it together. Wear your what? Coat. Wear your hat. Wear your boots. Wear your mittens. Very good. So down here at the bottom, they have some comprehension questions. And comprehension questions are just to help us think about what we're reading and to help us share about what we read. So the first question here says, it is, and then you have three choices: cold, warm, or hot. So thinking about this story, what do you think this story is about? Is it cold, warm, or hot? Cold, right? Because in the beginning of our story, the title of our story is It is Cold. Okay? So we circled cold. Now, down here on question number 2, it asks, what keeps your head warm? So we've got some choices over here, don't we? What keeps your head warm? Is it a coat? Is it mittens? No. Boots? No. Boots go on your feet, mittens go on your hand, and a coat goes on your body. What goes on your head? A hat, right? And there's the word right there, so let's copy it. H-A-T, hat. That was pretty easy, right? Okay, so now we're going to turn to the second page. So I'm just going to flip it over just like that. And we're going to take a look at this sentence. Let's go ahead and trace it first. So capital I, wear warm clothes. When it's cold, we definitely need to wear warm clothes, or we're going to get really chilly. So notice a couple of things about this sentence. They capitalize the first letter or first word. In this case, it's the word I. And then they put finger spaces between every single word. And you'll notice the rest of these words are all written in lowercase. There are no capital letters. Okay? And also you'll notice at the end of the sentence, they have a punctuation mark. And in this case, it's a period, which means to tell the reader to stop. Okay? So let's go ahead and read this sentence together, and I will help you. So let's read it together. Ready? Get your pointer finger ready, and let's read. I wear warm clothes. Let's read it again and point and read with me. Ready? I wear warm clothes. So up here, I'm going to draw something that I wear that keeps me warm. I'm going to draw a scarf. So I'm just going to draw a long scarf that goes like this. When it's cold, it's nice to wear a scarf, isn't it? It keeps your neck warm. And sometimes you can put it on your face. It keeps you warm. And I'm going to draw stripes on my scarf. Like this. Oops. And like that. Okay. So that's something that we can wear that keeps us warm, isn't it? So I'm going to go ahead and get out my crayons. Now, you don't have to draw a scarf. You could draw a coat or a hat, or gloves or mittens or boots or whatever you want to draw. But this is what Mrs. R is going to draw. So if you want to draw a scarf too, then that's great. So I'm just going to color it in. These different colors. And I think I'm going to do a pattern. I'm going to do an A-B pattern. An A-B pattern means there's two colors. Two different colors that repeat over and over. So the first color I'm choosing is purple. And it's a shade of purple. I actually call this kind of a plum color. Sometimes we can just call it purple too, I guess. Huh? There's lots of different shades of purple. There's not just one color of purple. Okay. And I'm going to go over the tassels too with my crayon like this. And then I'm going to use, let's see. I think we're good with that. No, that's too close to the color. Let's try something different. This is kind of a pink color. So we all wear warm clothes, don't we, in the winter especially, and sometimes even in the fall, and in the spring too, when it's rainy and still chilly. So I give myself a scarf, because that's what I like to wear, besides my coat and the other things that all of us wear, right? Okay, so we have our sentence, I wear warm clothes. So what we need to do is build the sentence, and here there's a picture of a glue stick, and here is a picture of a pair of scissors. So what we need to do is build the sentence using these words down at the bottom. So just like we did last time, I'm going to cut straight across. Be careful not to cut the page underneath though. Okay, so I'm going to cut that, and then when we see that we've got this piece here, we need to cut all these words out. So go ahead and cut on the dotted lines. Careful on the dotted lines, and dotted lines, you know, we've talked about this before. But dotted lines mean that you're cutting or sometimes you're folding. And that's why it's important to wait for directions from the teacher. Because sometimes you might be folding and then you cut it all up, and then that's no good. Then you can't do your project. And then you'll be sad, and your teacher will be sad, and that's no good for anybody. Okay? So let me fold my paper like this so you can see what I'm doing. And so I've got, for the camera. There we go. Okay, so I've got my words here, and they're all out of order. So I need to put them back in the right order. Oops, let me move this up a little bit. Some adjustments with my camera here. Okay, let's see here. This is ours got lots of stuff on my desk. Let's see if I can fix this. There we go, so that you guys can see. There we go. All right. So I've got some choices here. I want to say I wear warm clothes. So the first word I need to find is I. And I bet you guys can find that, right? So let's get our glue stick out and let's put a dot of glue there. And I see the word I. That's the easy one to pick out right here. Okay, I wear. W-E-A-R. W-A-R-M. No, that's not it. This starts with a C, so that's not it. W-E-A-R. Is that the same? So you find your one that says W-E-A-R. You go there too. Okay. Here's the next one. W-A-R-M. Warm. No, that's not it. W-A-R-M. Are those the same? Yeah. So put my dot of glue. Just like that. And then my last one, of course, is the last word here, close. C-L-O-T-H-E-S, but period. C-L-O-T-H-E-S, period. Yes, that's it. And so glue that in there, just like that. And then let's go ahead and read it. I wear warm clothes. Oops. Let's read it again. Read it nice and loud this time so everybody can hear you, even your mom or your dad or whoever's working with you today. Ready? Get ready to read nice and loud. I wear warm clothes. I wear warm clothes. Let's read it fast. I wear warm clothes. Let's read it slow. I wear warm clothes. All right. So let me move this out from behind the camera. Fold that up. Okay. So there is our writing, and we need to mark it in our chart here that we did this. So it is called, it's the second one here. What do you call it in that star? And this star here. There we go. We only have one more to do, and then we're all done. Fantastic. Okay, let me put my crayon away. All right, so I can fold this up for today. Just a super short lesson for today, which is kind of nice because sometimes we have really long lessons, huh? So that was just a short little lesson, a little bit of reading, a little bit of writing, cutting and gluing, which is all good practice for us, isn't it? All right, so I hope you guys are working hard on your math iReady assessments. I know that doing these kinds of tests on computers is not fun. And normally you would do them with Mrs. R and just sit next to me in a stool and we would work on them. But just because of things are different right now, so we have to do it differently. But hopefully by the end of the year, things will be better, and then you can do your last assessment with Mrs. R, and you can just sit next to me and we can do it, okay? So anyway, I hope you have a great day. Work hard. Always do your best, okay? Best does not mean perfect. It doesn't mean you're not going to make mistakes. It just means that you're giving it your 100%, okay? So that's all I ask from you. All right, so I hope you guys have a great Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Bye, everybody. Oops.